Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield ship review. So today we've got an interesting one. So this is called the Star Parcel Kirov 4. Now I recently was looking through the game files, and I was just trying to like double check some ships that I hadn't reviewed, ones that you could get, because there is some ships in the files that you can't get, i.e. some of the Crimson Fleet quest line, all of the kind of main captains have ships that you can't technically get. And this is a ship that I noticed. It was in the game files. It was alongside some of the other Star Parcel vessels. So for anyone that's wondering, Star Parcel, it's like a random encounter where you come across this like courier, and usually they're in some sort of Hope Tech ship, like a pickup, and they basically like say to you, "Oh, my ship's kind of having problems. I can't get to my delivery on time. Can you deliver it for me?" And I seen this one because the name stood out to me because I was like, the Kirov 4, that's not a ship I know of. So I spawned it in, and yeah, it's a Claymore, or it's the ship the Claymore is based on. Now, I'm not sure if you can get this ship in game legitimately. If any of you guys have seen the Star Parcel Kirov, let me know. But I just thought it'd be interesting doing a review of it because this is the ship that the Claymore is based on, the Kirov, which is kind of cool. It's also like slightly different in its weapon layout. So yes, let's take a look at its stats. So obviously the name or the number at the end of it, the tier 4, that's the tiering of the vessel. The higher the number, the better the base stats. So, for instance, this tier 4 has a level 40 or a C class reactor, 40 power. The tier 3 version might have a reactor of 36 power. The tier 2 could be 32 power, and then the tier 1 could be like 28 power. So, aesthetically, the ships will be the same, regardless of the tiering. It's just the higher the tier, the better the base stats. So, it's got 420 fuel, which is pretty decent. It's got a hull of 1517, again, pretty decent. It's got a cargo capacity of 3240, which is pretty good considering this is meant to be kind of a in game. It's meant to be used as kind of a cargo ship. It's interesting that it basically has like all of these stats for combat. So it's got a C class reactor with 40 power. It's the best reactor you can get in the game. It's got a crew of 6, which is pretty good. It's got a jump range of 30 light years, shield of 1350, which is not too bad. That's where it kind of slacks. And then weapon wise, it's got a pair of missiles mounted on the side there just behind the cockpit. It's got two, I believe two, yeah, two ballistic turrets. They're mounted above the cockpit. And then it's got three laser turrets mounted, one on the spine and then two on the back there. So all in all, this is a pretty formidable vessel, which is kind of interesting considering it's meant to be a kind of a Star Parcel version. There is no Kirov in the game, non-Star Parcel, so either this exists in game only as the Star Parcel variant, which I assume it is because the fact that it has a tiering system of 1 to 4 makes me think that it is in the game. I just have never came across it. Or it doesn't exist in game, which is kind of weirder considering, well, yeah, why would you have like 4 versions if you're not going to add it in? So, if you were to build this vessel, it'll kind of cost you around probably around 600k. You can definitely just take the standard ecliptic claymore and just kind of modify it a little bit. But yeah, let's take a look at it, shall we? So the claymore is a very cool vessel in the game. It's got a very cool shape. It kind of gives you like almost like the shape of the what do you call them, like the Star Trek ships almost, with the kind of the main kind of body of the ship in the front, and then you got those engines on the back, a different kind of compartment. It's got a unique color scheme. It's got like a kind of a lightish gray and then a darkish gray and then the black, which is pretty interesting. It's a Nova Galactic vessel, which is really cool. There's very few like true Nova Galactic like C-class vessels in the game, so it's nice that this seems to be the only one. Also, the naming is quite unique. Most ships in the game are like the Nova Galactic ships are named after, like you've got the Discovery, the trying to think of some examples. I'm drawing a blank, but the Kirov, it's a Russian sounding name. And it's the only one in the game, which again makes me think that maybe it doesn't exist fully in the game. Anyways, we're going to enter to the... Excuse me.
Head to my crew position.
Okay, sir. So immediately we are in a 1x1 storage room, I believe. And then here we have a living quarters here. 2x1 living quarters. We got some beds there, and then we have some couch there. Got the usual. Pretty cozy. Now if we come over this way, we have another kind of 1x1 storage room. Just double checking. There's 2 ways up there. So if we go up here, I'm on an older save, so I'm gonna have to actually walk these. So up here we have another 1x1 storage room, I believe. This is all on its own, and this is where the docking port is. And if we drop down and we come over here, can I jump up this one? Probably not. Okay, there we go. We got another 1x1 storage room. This one leads to a control station. Very nice. Okay, nice. There's where your crew station is. And then we have the really cool cockpit. This cockpit's really cool. Got a nice view on it. Very kind of scenic. And then we've got the pilot seat, co-pilot to the left, and the navigator to the right. If we head down underneath, there's 2 levels to these cockpits, which is really cool. And then underneath we have a brig, which is kind of interesting. Also, everyone's like looking all cool. Hello there. Everyone's looking all cool. They all got their little outfits.
Beautiful day to be alive.
So just a brig down here. It's weird. Oh no, we've got more rooms. Okay, so we got the. I really like these brigs. They're pretty cool. We got the two jail cells. And then over here we have the captain's quarters. Don't know how I feel about the captain living off the brig, but let's just go with it. Little desk there. We got a bed, nice and comfy. All right, all in all, pretty nice. All right, so let's head back up to the bridge and let's try to take it off. So the Claymore is probably one of the most kind of liked ships in the game from what I've seen from like a lot of people. And it makes sense because it is quite unique in its design. A lot of the Starfield ships kind of adopt a kind of a design that kind of makes it look unique in its own, universe. It doesn't really have any kind of like inspirations, whereas this ship kind of has inspirations from your generic sci-fi, like Stargate or Star Trek. And actually, yeah, Stargate too. It kind of gives some Stargate vibes. Some of the alien ships kind of looks a little bit like the Asgard ships. Anyway, so as always, I have a perk that increases my power by 5. So for the sake of this review, we're going to use 5 power. So weapon-wise, we've got our standard missiles there. They're pretty beefy. And then the laser and ballistics are turreted, so we can't make use of them, sadly. Well, we can, but we just can't activate them when we're not in combat. So base speed is going to be 150. Pretty interesting. Hold on now. Base speed isn't 150. We have an issue here. There is a man currently making my ship go faster, isn't there? Yes, there is, and his name is Samco. Hey, no. Okay, let me remove. All right, so yeah, so base speed is around 130 because we've got those big C-class engines there. We've got a boost speed of, it's gonna probably cap out around 450. Yeah, 450 is kind of what expected for this class. All right, little agility test, pitch up. I mean, it's decently agile. It's not insanely agile. It's probably like, I give it like a 5 or 6. Y'all. About the same, but 5 or 6, and the roll's pretty good. All right, so we're gonna head down to the planet. I'll show you how you can make it, and we'll go over some potential upgrades. All right, so we've got the ship into 4 sections. So the top here, we've mainly got weapons. So we've got our 2 Marauder 115N railgun turrets from Horizon Defense, C-class, 800 range, 1.5 fire rate, 81 hull damage, and 4 power each. And then we have 3 of these Reza 300 PHC SX pulse laser turrets from Shinigami, C-class, 1000 range, 4 fire rate, 38 power, or 38 shield, sorry, and 4 power damage. Pretty nice. At the back here, we have our only kind of module, our habitat module. We've got the N2 Docker top from Nova Galactic. Behind that, we have the Pinch 8C reactor from Xi'an, C-class, 40 power, 1350 hull. Then for the structural pieces, we've got a Nova Cowling 2 LTF. We've got 2 Nova Cowling 2 LTMs. And we have 2 Nova radiators, a starboard and a port. Middle of the vessel, we have that big Cabot C4 bridge from Nova Galactic, 320 cargo, 2 crew station. We have the Nova Galactic control station 2x1, and then we have the Nova Galactic companionway 2x1, and another companionway 2x1. At the back here, we have the Apollo GV300 grav drive from Deep Core, C-class, 11 power, 50 jump thrust, which gives us 30 jump range. We've got 2 Supernova 2200 engines from Relodyne, C-class, 3 power, 25,770 engine thrust, 7650 maneuvering thrust. I'm just going to double check if that is the best engines. I feel like they go higher than that. We're not going to... Are we going to have some here? Okay. Oh, no, that is the highest. Okay, interesting. Pretty cool. Okay. And then for the structural pieces, we've got 2 of these Nova Cowling 2Ls. We've got 2 of these Nova Cowling 2 LPAs. So these are kind of the same piece. You can like swap them between. And then we have a Nova Bracer there. We have 2 Nova Cowling 2L. We've got 2 TFs there. And then 2 Nova Cowling TMs. Again, these are the same piece. They're just kind of swapped between. Third level of the vessel, we have a Nova Galactic Brig 2x2. Nova Galactic Captain's Quarters 2x1. Nova Galactic Companionway 1x1, a Living Quarters 2x1, and a Companionway 1x1. And then for weapons, mounted on these Horizon weapon mounts, we've got 2 Sukasasu 50k missile launchers from Shinigami, C-class, 4250 range, 1 fire rate, 142.79 hull and shield damage, and 4 power. These things are pretty beefy. Then we have the 104D Guardian shield generator from Dogstar, C-class, 12 power, 1350 shield. Not the best shield. We can definitely improve upon that, which we will in a minute. We've got 2 Galleon S201 cargo holds, 720 each from Protectorate Shield Systems. We've got 2 50T Helium-3 tanks from Ballistic Solutions Incorporated, 210 each. And then we've got 2 of these little White Dwarf 1010 engines from Relodyne, A-class, 3 max power, 7950 engine thrust, and 2535 maneuvering. I just want to check. I feel like these go up to 1020, do they not? Yeah, they go up to 1020. Okay, interesting. So we could definitely improve upon this if we wanted to. Increasing, we get a little bit more maneuverability and a little bit more engine thrust. Okay. And then for the structural pieces, like I was saying, we've got 2 of these Horizon weapon mounts there. We've got 2 of these Nova Cowlings, 2 LBFs. These are they're flipped down. And then we have 2 of these Nova braking engines at port and starboard. On the very bottom of the vessel, we have 6 landing gear from Nova Galactic. We've got 4 of these NG20 landing gear wide, and then 2 of the NG20 landing gear 4. So all of these are the exact same landing gear. Let me show you real quick so you can swap them. These, let me go back. These all provide 4 landing thrusts, which is insane. They're the best landing gear in the game. And then, like I was saying, we've got 2 of these Nova Cowling 2Ls, front and aft. And then we have an NG6 landing bay from Nova Galactic, and then finally we have a Galleon S204 cargo hold from Protectorate Systems, 1480. So if we put the ship back together, so one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to change these very quickly, just because we want to go with the 1020 versions, and then we're going to make these black too. Perfect. Now for the weaponry isn't bad, but I'm going to definitely swap them out just because when it comes to turreted weapons, generally speaking, you want to have better turret weapons. We're going to remove all these weapons for now. So what we're going to do for our primary weapons because this is meant to be kind of a cargo slash trading, we'll call them a multi-role vessel. We're going to have 2 sets of turrets. So first set of turrets we're gonna go with. We're gonna get some C-class ones. We're gonna get some of these bad boys. I like the look of these. I think they're really nice. There's 3 shit. So we're gonna put one there and one there. Oh, whoops. Nope, we need to do that. And then at the back here, we're going to put these. We're going to put these. We could put these facing backwards. See, if we put these here, those like, okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna move these for now. We're gonna put these back here. What? And we're going to mount these like that. I don't know why they don't want to snap there. Oh, it's this engine, isn't it? Okay. So we're gonna actually try and do the little. There's like a technique to basically get these snapped. Okay, it doesn't want to work for me. Come on. There we go. Perfect. We're gonna snap these back here. Come on. We're a bit finicky. This is why, like, when people like say they're not a fan of merging, I can understand like major merging, but like little things like this, it's kind of like it's a bit tedious. Like, so say for like, look, like because this engine is sticking up just a little bit. There we go, perfect. So these 2 are gonna sit there, and then we're going to remove these. And we're going to put these here, like so. Perfect. Now that's our primary turrets. Now for our for our kind of our main weaponry, we're going to have 2 sets of weaponry. So we're going to mount. Let me see what we have. A multi-role. We'll go with some of these bad boys. These torch. Gonna mount 2 of these here, like so. And then we're gonna mount one up on top like that, and that's gonna be our kind of primary weapon. And then just in case we want to use some railguns, because railguns are very nice, we're going to keep our railguns, our Marauder. And we're going to mount these. They have a sight line. No, they don't. Maybe we could just mount them there, to be honest. Mount them like that. And we're going to mount the final one down here, like so. Perfect. So then our secondary weapon is our railguns. Perfect. Now the shield. The shield here, we're going to swap out this shield because that shield is kind of meh. We're going to go with the bad boy, the Assurance 1800. And where do we put it, you may ask? That's a very good question. I'm going to show you where we're going to put it. We're going to hide it. And the only reason we're going to hide it because for some reason there's no snap point up there. Perfect. Now we're going to add some extra structural pieces because while I like this ship, I think this ship looks very nice. I feel like it needs some extra flair. So what we're going to do, we're going to remove this piece here like so, and we're going to remove these 2. And we're going to go, we need to add our cargo back, so we're going to go and get one of these big ones. Where are you? There you are, perfect. I'm going to slot that bad boy in there like that. And then we're going to snap these here. We're just going to do the flip technique. Oh, we can't do the flip technique because I didn't place it. Like so, perfect. This is just kind of to add like an extra bit of structural stability to the vessel. Because I feel like it kind of needs it. And then What else could we do to it? We've got some... I'm going to go and add some... These are kind of minor things. Oh yeah, sorry. One of the things I'm going to change. So this brig, we're going to actually swap this brig out for a living quarters. Because, you know, you need living quarters. This is a kind of a multi-role ship. You don't really need a brig. Like so. And then, actually, what I'm going to do... We're going to do the exact same thing to the other side. And then, since this is like a Nova Galactic vessel, I want to make use of these Nova Galactic, these thruster ports. I'm gonna... How do they look there? Okay, they don't look too bad there, but I'm gonna keep them there for now, just because I really like these thruster ports. These are basically like RCS thrusters, and they just kind of they look nice. They break up the monotony of the vessel. And can we leave anywhere else we can add them? We're not gonna add them there. And then we have some Nova Galactic wings we could potentially add somewhere. I think where we could add these bad boys. Don't want to change too much. Let me put these. If we were to put these here. Now we change them to this white color. Perfect. Gives it a little bit more kind of flair. And I think that's pretty much it. Like, you could definitely increase the mobility by, like, potentially, like, adding some better engines. But I feel like the whole purpose of this ship is it's meant to be, like, a multi-role. I think it does a good job of being a multi-role. So, yeah, that's the... Oh, let me back up. So that's the Kirov. Like I said, I'm not sure if you can find it in-game. Let me know if you can. If you can, it's going to be pretty hard to find just because those Star Parcel encounters are pretty random. And then the fact that there's like 4 different Star Parcel ships, 3 of which are all Hope Tech ships, so the chances of finding it's going to be pretty rare. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think, and check out some of my other videos. As always, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.